Hi friends, are you thinking of buying a home in 2023? That's cool because I am too. And I want to share with you the pros and cons of buying points on a mortgage. So I'm going through the pre-approval process and I'm wanting to get the estimates on the mortgage rate, the principal, the escrow payments, the down payment, and closing costs. You know, all the fun stuff. The property that I'm interested in is listed at $230,000. It's been on the market for 80 days and has no active offers. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that a good estimate for your closing costs should be about 3% of the contract price. So in this case, that would be about $7,000. And you know that closing costs and down payment are two separate categories, but together they're called cash to close. Now, we're going to be using the FHA loan product, which means there will be a down payment of 3.5%, which equals about $8,100. Now, with the click of a button, my loan officer says 6.5% mortgage rate should be a good estimate, and with insurance and taxes, the monthly payment should be around $1,750 a month, with cash to close being around $16,000. So we know when we're buying a house, you got to have a mortgage. But what I didn't know or have any knowledge about was what mortgage points were and how they worked. The definition is that mortgage points are fees that are paid to the lender to lower the interest rate on the loan. And sometimes this is called buying down the rate. Each point that is purchased costs 1% of the mortgage amount. So for our example, 1 point on $230,000 mortgage would cost $2,300. Typically, a point will lower your interest rate by 0.25%. So if your mortgage rate is 6.5, 1 point would lower your interest rate to 6.25 for the life of the loan. But how much each point lowers your rate depends on the lender. So if this is something that's interesting to you and you explore this option, make sure that you're asking that question specifically to your loan officer. So then all of the points are added to the cash to close and then they're listed on your closing disclosure. Okay? So we've got that down. Now we're going to layer on top of this, and we're going to call, and what this is called is a 2-1 buy down mortgage. And what a 2-1 buy down loan is a mortgage with reduced payment for the first 2 years of the loan. And then the third year of the loan, the payment will rise to the full note rate. So using this 6.5% example from earlier, the first year of the loan, the payment would be based on a 4.5%. The second year, it would bump that up to 5.5%. And then the third year would be the original 6.5% rate. Now the numbers, originally the payment was going to be $1,750 a month with taxes and insurance. So it's already escrowed. And then the cash to close was going to be $16,000. Now the first year, the monthly payments will be about $1,450 a month. The second year, those payments would jump up to $1,600 a month, and then the third year would be the original $1,750. Now these are escrowed, so keep that in mind. But the cash to close is going to be around $29,000. So the math says to buy and use this option, it's going to cost about $13,000. So the pro is that you would have lower monthly payments, but the con is you need more cash to close. So if this is an option, then you need to make sure that when year 3 finally comes around, that you're in a place to financially afford that adjusted price. Also, please know that this is just me explaining this to the best of my ability, and this is based on my personal credit score, the location of the property that I'm interested in, because the taxes and the insurance are house specific. If this is something that you're interested in learning more about, please talk to a trusted loan officer, or you can give me a call and I'll give you my guy's information. He can talk you through the real numbers and process based on your personal situation. Now, I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but your good thoughts and prayers are truly appreciated. And if I go forward, then you can come along for the whole home buying process. Thank you for watching. My name is Mary Howard, and this is There Is No Place Like Home NC. Take care.